Hello, brothers and sisters. My name is Noel Xavier, and I'm the Director of Organizing for the North Atlantic States Regional Council of Carpenters. In today's session, you're going to learn about tax fraud and wage theft in the construction industry. This is an interesting topic because union members aren't victims of wage theft or tax fraud. We have collective bargaining agreements that clearly define our relationship with our employers. We have stewards that make sure the contract is followed. We have union reps and lawyers that have our backs if an employer does something wrong. But wage theft and tax fraud may be the single biggest problem we face in trying to win more work for our union members. Let's start by defining these two issues. Wage theft is pretty straightforward. Somebody works on a site for an agreed upon wage, but then isn't paid. Sometimes they're paid less than they're owed, and sometimes they're not even paid at all. It's not unusual for organizers to talk to non-union carpenters that are owed thousands of dollars, for employers to skip out on weeks or months worth of wages by stringing people along a week at a time. When we talk about tax fraud, it's a bit more complicated. In some instances, workers are paid in straight cash. Literally, envelopes of money are sent out to the job site to get passed out to the crew. In other situations, workers may get business checks or even personal checks. If asked, the employer would say that the carpenter isn't an employee, but something called an independent contractor. It sounds silly, but there are construction jobs all over that have very few employees working on them. Almost everyone on the site is their own business. At least that's what we're supposed to believe. In either case, there are no withholdings for federal, state taxes, Social Security, unemployment, or anything else. Almost nobody is covered by workers' comp. It's a scam, a way to save money by putting the tax and insurance liability on the individual worker. Why is this a problem for union members? We're taken care of because of our union, right? First off, everyone that pays taxes and is covered by workers' comp makes up the difference for those who don't pay. That means higher rates for everyone. But we never fully make that up. So there's less money for the government to put towards things like schools, public safety, construction projects. Not worried yet? Don't think it impacts you enough? Let's talk about what else tax fraud and wage theft do. They make it harder for union contractors to win bids or negotiate for work. Union contractors are generally more sophisticated than non-union contractors. The skills, work ethic, and overall professionalism of union members is better. But non-union contractors love to use subs that misclassify workers as independent contractors or commit wage theft. It allows them to cut up to 30% off their labor costs. Even if the non-union contractor was paying the same hourly wage and providing benefits, they would still be able to undercut a legitimate contractor by removing the tax and insurance piece from the bid. So what do? We pass laws increasing accountability and penalties. We push for funding to increase enforcement. We investigate and hand over information to enforcement agencies on a silver platter. It's usually not enough. We talk to contractors, developers, and end users. We have rallies and demonstrations. And again, mixed results. We need more volume. We need you to know what's going on. We need you to get involved at every union effort aimed at making it stop. Then, union contractors and members can compete on a more level playing field, and we will win.